Hello, it's Rigers. In today's video, it's time for my biggest Crest run ever because during 3 months I saved 500 legendary Crests. So it's time to hunt the Haunt Coil, the new 5-star legendary gem Haunt Coil. And let's do some math because 500 legendary Crest means that I have guaranteed 10 5-star legendary gems, because every 50 crests we have a pity, so we will get the 5-star legendary gem. Now the first run only 1 stars and 2 stars, so 10 is a minimum, and we have 50% chance when 5-star or when we see the white beam that it will be the Haunt Coil. So in the worst case, I can get only 10 5-star legendary gems and 0 the new gem Haunt Coil. And we have white beam, so let's hope that Haunt Coil is here. Okay, come on. And oh no, it's a Stormbolt. Never mind, Stormbolt is good for shards, for gem power. So my goal is to get at least 15 5-star legendary gems, and from this 15 to 7 be Haunt Coil. If I will get 15 5-star legendary gems and 7 Haunt Coils, I will be happy. If it will be lower, then it's disappointment. So we will see, because I don't know, RNG could be really bad. And the third run we have only 1 stars and 2 stars again, because the variance here can be really high. I saw a lot of people complaining that it's rigged, but that's not true, because when I was on the university I played poker actively, so I know a lot about the variants. And for example, if you run 30, 40, 50 crests, it's nothing. And don't forget, if you drop the 5-star legendary gem, which is not the Haunt Coil, it doesn't mean then that if the next run 5-star legendary gem appear, you will get the Haunt Coil, because and we have white beam. Okay, let's see, come on, Haunt Coil. We wanted the Haunt Coil, and Haunt Coil is here. Okay, we have first copy, nice. Only 2-star quality. By the way, I really wish I will be able to drop the 4-star quality at least, because I am targeting 5 out of 5, of course, from the search event. But I need a 4-star quality copy, so hopefully I will be able to get it. Now there's no white beam, so far we have 2 5-star legendary gems and 1 is Haunt Coil, so we have so far 50% chance success. So we will see. And I am not going to do a separate video about the Haunt Coil, but I want to talk about the Haunt Coil here, because for example Indes or Apollyon, they made good videos about Haunt Coil. Actually, I have to say, I am surprised that some people on Reddit wrote that Haunt Coil is average gem or not so good. They probably don't understand fully how Haunt Coil works, because Haunt Coils, guys, is one of the strongest gems in the game right now. Maybe we can say maybe even strongest legendary gem. It's incredibly strong. The gem itself is insane, and some people are worried that it has only 10% chance to proc, but moment, we have white beam, and if I am not mistaken, I see the Haunt Coil. And I see right, so perfect. We have second copy of Haunt Coil, which is very good. So back to the Haunt Coil, 10% chance to proc, but if you ran in the past. Oh, and we have second white beam in the row. So RNG is on my side so far. That's very good. And we have 2 5-star legendary gems from this drop. Wow. It's quite rare to get this. So far we are lucky. And the first is Maw of the Deep. And the second one is Maw of the Deep. Okay, I have maxed Maw of the Deep. My Maw of the Deep is level 10. So it will be good for gem power. And the 10% chance to proc the Haunt Coil is more than enough. Because if you remember the Seeping Bile has only 4% chance to proc. And it's procced every time. And Haunt Coil, again, as I said, 10% is more than enough. So you are able to proc it almost immediately. So that's the first worries, but so don't worry, this works really well. And if you look at the numbers, on level 1, Haunt Coil is incredible on level 1. It's probably the best auxiliary gem, or can be used as a best auxiliary gem. We have another white beam, and it's Spitful Blood, okay. I do not need Spitful Blood. Maybe I will need it because Spitful Blood, that's true, Spitful Blood is one of the gems inside the Haunt Coils, so I can use it. And to the numbers, on level 1, Haunt Coil provides you 20% damage increased. And if you switch the stance, then 20% damage reduction. By the way, 20% damage increase on level 1, if we compare it with Battle Hope or with Bloodsoul Jade, it's almost same like Battle Hope and Bloodsoul Jade on level 8. It's crazy. And if you upgrade your Haunt Coil... Oh, and we have another white beam. We have good runs. Like, really? And what is it? It's Spitful Blood again. Okay. Well, so if you upgrade it to level 2, then your damage from Haunt Coil is 24%, which is same like level 10 Bloodsoul Jade or Battle Hope. So again, this gem is insane. And there's another great thing about this gem, and it is that it has a separate cooldown. I mean, the cooldown is for single enemy always, which means that you have 100% uptime with this gem, which is crazy, which is almost like Bloodsoul Jade, because Bloodsoul Jade is active all the time. And we can say the Haunt Coils too, because if you procced it on one enemy, then we have another white beam, by the way, and it's Haunt Coil if I'm not mistaken, and we have 2 drops again. Perfect. One is Starfire Shard, never mind, again I need a gem power, and one is Haunt Coil, so it's the 3rd or the 4th copy, I'm not sure now. At the end I will make the count, so we will see, but currently it's really good. So if you proc it on one enemy, then the cooldown is only for this enemy, but you can proc it on another enemies immediately, which is perfect because, for example, especially if you are a Crusader, everyone knows the situation when you use your horse and your Battle Hope is procced, or for example your Colossus Engine is procced because it's activated by the skills. So you proc your gems, then you run to the boss and your gems are on cooldown, which this situation can never happen with Haunt Coil. Haunt Coil will be always active, so it's amazing. And the damage on level 10 is 45%. It's by far the highest damage in the game. So I don't understand the people who say that Haunt Coil is not a good gem, because it's broken gem. And if we make a tier list with gems, only with the best gems, then Rolling Consequence, Bloodflow, and Blood Soul Jade are S plus tier gems. These three gems are in their own category. Then we have S tier gems, but moment we have Wide Beam. So let's look how lucky we will be here. And we drop what it is. A Haunt Coil, nice, nice. Another copy, great. But again, only 2-star. As I said, I really need the 4-star copy because I need to upgrade it to 5 out of 5. So S tier category is Colossus Engine and Battle Hope. And yes, I am not going to put Colossus Engine on same level like Rolling Consequence, Bloodflow or Blood Soul Jade. I feel that this gem is slightly below them. And now if we take the Haunt Coil, then the Haunt Coil is definitely on the same level like Rolling, Bloodflow, Blood Soul Jade. It's S plus tier, and again I can even say that it's probably the best legendary gem in the game right now, because for PvP another Wide Beam. So at the moment what we are going to get, and again it looks like that we got another copy of Haunt Coil. Wow, great. Let's go, let's go. So in PvP you can use it as an offensive gem. On max level after the strife it still increases your damage by 15%, which is a lot. Or you can use it as a defensive gem, and on level 10 again it's decrease your damage by 15%, which is again a lot. And we have another Wide Beam. Yeah, we are very lucky so far, because the Wide Beams rates of us. And Rolling Consequence, nice. Rolling Consequence is a good copy for me. I need Rolling Consequence because I would like to put Rolling Consequence to my lineup of my legendary gems. But currently I have Rolling Consequence level 5 4-star quality and another Wide Beam. Are you kidding me? Wow. Nice, nice. That's really great. And that's another Haunt Coil. So RNG and 3-star copy, nice. I need one more star, please, one more star. But RNG is definitely on my side right now. So in PvP, Haunt Coil is again very strong gem. The only downside here is that Haunt Coil doesn't work with beneficial effects, but Haunt Coil need the opposite, which is you increase the duration by your potency, and Barons that can increase the duration, or the Misery Elixir, of course, 1-star legendary gem. So in PvP this could be a little issue, because if your potency is low, if you are fully dominated by someone's resistance, then it's decrease the duration of the Haunt Coils. It could decrease the duration only to like 4 seconds or 3.9, something like that. So it's not so good. But on the other hand, if you look at the PvE, if you run the Baron set 2-piece, which most of the Crusaders run, I believe, because it's one of the core sets, then it's increase your duration immediately from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. And if you have potency above the Inferno level, depends how much, of course, but it can increase the duration without problems by another 2 seconds. So in average you can have 10-second uptime and 10-second cooldown, and if you more optimize it can be even better. So there should be no issue. By the way, even if you will have only 6 seconds the duration, because the cooldown is separate for every enemy, it means it's always active, so and everything still dies during this 6 seconds, so it's perfect. So in general, White Beam is here, but in general we can say that again the Haunt Coils is no-brainer, and it's super strong 5-star legendary gem. And we have another Haunt Coil. Oh no, 3-star again, only 3-star. Come on, give me 4-star, please. Give me 4-star. Diablo, Blizzard, do you hear me? Give me a 4-star quality, please. So Haunt Coil is a no-brainer. I definitely suggest to run this gem even as an auxiliary, because in my opinion it's the best auxiliary gem which you can put inside your gems, because it's immediately increase your damage by 20%. So this gem super powerful, best gem, maybe best gem in the game in overall, and I want this gem to improve my lineup, because in the past I said that I am not going to change my legendary gems, and that's true that in normal circumstances. Oh, and we have Colossus Engine, nice. In normal circumstances I will not change my gem lineup, but from the Colossus Engine they introduced the feature, the search event, so it's relatively easy to get the 5 out of 5 star copy. No, or not so easy, but it's definitely much easier than before. Oh, and we have 2 drops again, 2 5-star legendary drops. That's great. And one is Wolfheart. Oh, sorry, but one is Haunt Coil. So Wolfheart and Haunt Coil. Haunt Coil only 2-star copy again, but I have quite a lot of copies now, which is perfect. So it's not as hard to get the 5-star legendary gem to have a 5-star quality if you use the search event, because for max the search event you need around 560 crests. So I will be almost there after this big crazy run. And that's the reason why I am changing some my gems, because I replaced my Haunt Coil with Bloodfall, and now I am going to replace Hellfire Fragment with Haunt Coils, and I would like to replace my Phoenix Ashes with Railing Consequence for the future, and then I am done with my gems, because I don't want to change my other legendary gems. Unfortunately, I am a little bit disappointed how big the power creep at these days is, because it started with Colossus Engine. We have another White Beam, because Colossus Engine was the first one, but I didn't went for Colossus Engine on its Starfire Shard 3-star copy, because Colossus Engine for me was on the borderline, so I didn't target it. But Bloodfall is even stronger for me than Colossus Engine. That was the reason why I went for the Bloodfall, and again the Haunt Coil is absolutely crazy gem, so for me no brainer. And that's the reason why I saved the 500 crests during the time, because I felt that the new 5-star legendary gem will be super crazy. I think that Blizzards need a little bit slow down, and not every 3 months introduce gem which is so broken. And we have another 5-star gem drop here. Okay, what it is? It's... Oh, it's with full blood. Because I think that most of the people don't want to change their 5-star legendary gems lineup every 3 months, and it's super expensive, so I cannot recommend it. But I want to improve my 5-star legendary gem lineup, which now is almost done. As I said, I only need to finish my Roaring Consequence, and then probably I am done. And by the way, on the side note, I am actually working on horse build, because as you know, and my previous video was focused on that feature, the Cavalier's Courtwear essence was reworked. So now horse give us immunity to knockback, and you cannot be knocked down even if you are fully CC'd. And you have 45 damage reduction from enemy skills, but your skills deal 45% damage less too, which I think is a little bit overkill, unfortunately, because I played several battles with horse, I am testing the build, I am rotating the essences. So when I switched from druid to crusader back, my win rate was 64%, and during the testing I lost 10% win rate, so my win rate now is only 54%. But at the end it doesn't matter, because I am in legend in both mode. I am in legend in battleground and I am in legend in Tower War, so now it doesn't matter, like the rank doesn't matter to me much. And we have 5-star and 5-star Maw of the Deep. Okay, so rank is not important for me, but to play a Crusader versus the Druid, it's much more worst. Like Crusader in comparison with Druid, the Druid is really crazy strong. So my win rate went down, but it's mostly due to testing, because again, as I said, I tested the essences and I try to figure out what works and what not for horse. And currently, oh, and we have Haunt Coil, but 2-star copy again, 2-star copy. We not much crests left. Okay, so I can only hope. So I tested and rotated a lot of essences, and currently I can say that I have built for a horse. I have one build which works for me. It has some issues, but because with horse you won't be the best damage dealer in the game. You cannot get the badges with damage because it reduces your damage, and you are not a top killer. But it works, and I am able to win the battles, and even without death. And I will show you the build in my next video, probably on Sunday. Because this video is on Saturday, and tomorrow on Sunday I hopefully should be able to release the video with horse. And I will be there talking much more about it, but it's fun to play the horse build. But the issue is your damage, because it's really nerfed, and the cooldown is quite long, because it's around, without shoulders Sifket advantage, it's almost 8-second cooldown, which is a lot. And what I realize is that, but I will tell you this in next video. So you can look forward for horse build, which I can say work, because I tested it. Again, it's a little bit preliminary test, and we have 4-star, guys. We have 4-star on, and I think it was our last run. Yeah, it was last run. And I got the 4-star quality. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, oh my god, so lucky. I was so lucky. That's awesome. That's awesome. So definitely a great run for me. Now let's look on my inventory. So how many legendary gem I got? Battle Hope not. I had it, and 2 Rolling Consequence I had. So it's 22 legendary gems overall, and from this 22, 10 is Haunt Coil and 1 is 4-star quality. So 22 legendary gems and 10 Haunt Coil, which means it's almost 50% success. So definitely great runs. I am very happy and very lucky. Let's look on the Haunted Search. As you can see, 500 crests give me 8100 points. So it's almost fulfilled. I'm missing only 900 points, which is how much? Around 50 crests. 50 crests maybe, 50 something, 55. And as a rake back, I got 21 crests back, so it's around like 40 crests. Nice.